Max Stank was first.
Max Stank, let's go. All right. Yo, what up, Jude Man? What up, Draco? Yo, what up, Hassan? It's okay. The classic reverse practice. We love it. I also turned down the brightness of my lights on my face a bit to make it more convenient for me. I don't think it feels like it's way too dark on the stream, but hopefully it's fine. You can still see every time that my screen actually lights up, you can see my face light up, which is still pretty funny. It certainly feels like maybe my face is on the darker side, but that's okay. And Two Gods say? This is Two Gods. Does it not say Two Gods? Well, I think the YouTube says... What does the YouTube say? Base game plus DLC is what it should say. I didn't know if YouTube would know what Two Gods meant. I mean, neither does Twitch, I guess, but... Any percent and DLC speedruns for world record. Yeah, that's good enough. That's probably good. That's probably as descriptive as YouTube will probably know. Versus obviously Mitchers, who is the other one? A Nuclear Pasta Tom, that other god. We have to. Now it's gonna sound really bad if I say we're slaying. That's now. Today is the day I beat world record. Okay, very presumptuous of you. But it could be. Did that not? It didn't. Well, that's not gonna be good. Oh, is he making it so it's kind of fine? Not kind of fine. He is gonna get away, but $124? That's not possible. My sum of best is very fake. We just need to actually PB with the new route so I can delete all my golds. It says any percent. Plus DLC, which is, that's correct. Two Gods is any percent plus DLC. Any percent can't change on YouTube? Wait, what? It just says any percent? What? But it never would have said any percent in the first place. I never had a stream that should have been titled any percent. Any percent and DLC. Well, that's correct then. That has a different mood than Two Gods. Should it be plus instead of and? Because that was the other, like, more correct name for the category that it was going to be before we kind of changed it to be Two Gods. It was going to be any percent plus DLC. Huh? Let me see if I can change it. I can include Two Gods in the title if you think that's better. I don't know if YouTube titles aren't supposed to be too long, but I don't know how YouTube works. View my channel. Okay. Edit video. There. In parentheses, Two Gods. That should work. Two Gods is more catchy. It is pretty catchy. I just figure that's... maybe I'm wrong, but I figure the YouTube audience has, like, less knowledge in general of Elden Ring categories and what that might imply. Isn't Beast the god? Indeed. Elden, Beast, and Consort. So it would be and a Radagon. Well, I guess and the Consort isn't the god. So Two Gods and a Radagon and a Lord. They will learn. Given time. Nice, there we go. Like, just from what I understand, and I could be entirely wrong about this, like, videos do better when you don't name them, like, you know, Two Gods glitchless speedrun. You name them, I beat the base game and the DLC in under 2 hours. So I don't know. The Elden Ring speedrun category situation is insane. There you go. Oh, whoops. This isn't gold free. This is God free. That's an entire different free. Maybe this will still work. Or maybe it won't, and we'll be totally screwed. It won't, and we'll be totally screwed. No! I die here, though.
Thy strength befits a crown.
Hey, it counted, though. Number 8 will blow your mind. God-free, gold-free, Erd tree. For a price, the price of your life. Gods hate this one simple trick. Now we go backwards to Radon. Just the worst luck. It's fine. Aww. And then they're cross slash while at range, so you can't parry it. Big rip. Are you winning? Well, I would be. If Radon wasn't trolling. What a fun. Please do not do that. Oh, don't do the extra hit. I forgot. I changed around my strat to don't do the extra hit. It makes the second phase safer. Technically, slightly slower. I could have tested the thing there. I don't think I would ever actually remember to do that in a run, but I could have tested the throw a dart, cancel his attack there. He didn't even try to escape. This is our safe version. Nice, there we go. That would be a definitely very acceptable Radon. The door! Open the door!
No scope.
But how are you gonna do that without a scope? That's not possible. No extra hits. Okay. Reason 2 of his bright swings can't be parried back to back. 2 of them? I'm assuming you just mean the one where I roll and then parry the follow-up. And that one's just due to the very specifics of the timing of it. That one. So you just don't have time to parry after you do an R1. If I didn't R1, I could parry, but you don't have time after performing an R1. It's just barely too fast. Bye-bye. Ancient ruins of R1. Some good ruins. I do love R1s. This is a very bad one for his posture, but maybe it'll be okay because I did the safe version. Brother, you cannot do that. Don't tell me. Oh, God. Well, there goes his posture. There goes his frost as well. So he just did, what was that, 3 or 4 ranged attacks in a row from point blank? That's, if that happens in a run, it's a dead run with nothing you can do. That's like a minute time loss, and there's literally nothing you can do about it. If he just decides to use ranged attacks from melee for no reason. Did you figure out what was wrong with your vehicle today? Apparently nothing. I took it in for service. I told them, hey, I heard this sound, and they were like, don't worry, we'll check it out. We'll do a full inspection and all that. And I was like, oh, thank you. And they gave it back to me, and they were like, yeah, so we changed your oil and rotated your tires, and we checked everything, and everything's good. And I was like, oh, that's it? It's like, yep. Oh, and they cleaned the air filter, I think. I was like, so not, there was no, they're like, no, yeah, you're fine. You're good. I was like, okay. What was the sound? Don't know. My dad thinks that I probably just ran over something. Somebody in chat said if you run over like a water bottle, it can explode very, you know, loudly. Can sound like a bomb going off. So that's I think the assumption we're going over. Is that it must have been just something filled with air that I ran over that therefore popped and made a very loud sound. A big bada boom. Big boom. So I tried to learn more about vehicles so you can diagnose it possibly before the shop sees it. Ah, yeah. Because it when it happened, I was sure. In the moment, I was sure my tire just blew out. Like, that's what I was sure of. Is like I could feel my right ear, like, ringing a bit. It was that loud, and I was like, my tire just exploded. So I pulled over, and I looked at the tire, and I'm like, tire's fine. It's not even flat.
Did it sound like this? Or this?
Definitely closer to the second one. Oil change today, only to find out one of your tires had a small air leak and a 3-inch screw in it. Oh. Something 3-inch screw. Haha. No need to brag about the size of it, okay? No subathon then. Yeah, we do not need a subathon. It was only like $140, which maybe is still a lot for just an oil change and a tire rotation, and they refilled the air in my tires, but like, I'm just happy it wasn't anything serious. Aww. First time the strategy... Oh. Didn't work? But, like, mostly worked? That's weird. I guess it's from that one time that he stalled a lot. I guess he got just a tiny bit of posture back. And I guess he's getting a tiny bit of posture back here, too. And he definitely got posture back there, so we're definitely not going to be able to stagger him, but... Still cool. 40 is a bit much, but about West, so that may be correct. That's fair, actually. Yeah, things are expensive over. But and like, you know, and it was also an inspection, I guess, and you know, so I am happy that it was not thousands of dollars, because I was worried it was going to be a thousands of dollars repair because something horrible had happened. So. What's wrong with the vehicle? Apparently nothing. Apparently nothing at all. Alright, later time. Welcome back. Decided to change your name yesterday after being awake for like 40 hours. I mean, yes, you did. It's concerning that you're unaware of that. You'll love to see it. Last time you checked your family car, it had a rat nest inside. I actually had that on a previous car.
Don't you dare approach Mikula the Kind. Needle Knight Ledder and Dryleaf Dane will never allow this.
Stop doing the jump attack. Said stop with the jump attack. How did she heal while Natan was hitting her? That's so unfair. Yeah, try healing.
Kindly, Mikula, make the world a gentler place.
See Tom's new route for the run? How new? It's always strange when people ask, did you see something that somebody else did? Because I'm like, I watch what Tom does like all the time, but I mean, not every single second of every day. So I always have to be like, is it something like as of today new?
And Dryleaf Dane will never allow this.
The last world record, so the 127.08. Then, yes. We have, in fact, stolen all of those strats.
Kindly, Mikula, make the world a gentler place.
Kills Elden Beast before he gets torrent. Whoa! I mean, of course you kill Elden Beast before you get torrent. How would you do it any other way?
Don't you dare approach
Don't you
Mikula the
dare.
Kind. Needle Knight Ledder and Dryleaf Dane will never allow this. This battle I send you on.
Oh,
It was an honor to
that's so cursed.
now go.
That's so cursed. When you hit the backstab, she decides to roll out of it, which NPCs can just do. They can just roll out of backstabs if they want. And then while you're stuck in the backstab animation, she does a move that full to death kills you with no chance to roll. That's so sad. Do everything perfectly and die for it with nothing you can do. That's so sad. You get his Horlu VTuber avatar a cigar, and you counter with a Bach VTuber avatar, clearly. Ah, yes.
Don't you dare approach Mikula the Kind. Needle Knight Ledder and Dryleaf Dane will never allow this.
And I can ask people if they'll help me out, Cully.
This battle I send you
Aww.
on. It was an honor to face a worthy lord. Now go.
R1 into that nasty magic attack? No, that's the start of the magic attack. The magic attack starts with her swinging down her sword, which is a hitbox and full combos into the needles. Both your handles are incredibly unique and you've never had trouble getting them. That somebody is going to steal it just for fun, yeah. Somehow I couldn't get Mitriz on Twitter,
Needle Knight Ledder
and I had to be
Dryleaf Dane
Mitriz1,
will never allow this.
which, yeah, I don't know how that happened. No, no jumpy attacks. I said no jumpy attacks. The part about that was unclear. I said no. How does she continue to heal as Natan is hitting her? Okay, well,
The world.
that was rude. You can go for Mitch Riz 69. Lost chance. Yeah, I should have. The original Mitch. Is summoning the Tan necessary or just safer for the run? Just safer. I mean, like, in a situation like that, kind of necessary. Otherwise, I would just die. If Leda trolls hard enough, Natan is completely necessary. But if Leda doesn't troll at all, then you could kill her before Natan even shows up. Ultra Poise. Okay. Bit of a weird ending. I did finally, for once, get the jump attack on her stall move, so that was cool. Okay. That's pretty nice. Fire coils must be a new strat for this fight. Yes, sort of. I mean, technically we tried it a long time ago and I didn't think they were helpful. And I'm still not sure if they're helpful. But they are fun and don't seem to make the fight slower, so... maybe helpful? Okay, well, I was not expecting that to do that, but that's okay, maybe. Sure, that worked. Haven't played Elden Ring yet. Hopefully you can afford to buy it soon. This fight looks really fun. It's pretty fun. It's weird. Not my favorite fight in the game, but and it kind of sucks for a speedrun because there's a lot of stuff she can do that you just can't really deal with. You kind of just have to accept your fate sometimes, but that's for speedruns where we're playing very greedy. Like that. You throw a fire coil there, which is the correct thing that I wanted to do to make sure I could reset the frost right away. And she chooses her only fastest move where the snake instantly comes, or not snake, the centipede head instantly comes forward with no, like, backup first before going forward. If she chooses that one move, you just die because it combos into itself. If she chooses any other move, you might take some damage, but that's the only one that just instantly kills you in that scenario, so it is something that you just have to risk in some situations.
Good luck, Mitch.
Thank you for the good luck. Uh-oh. Yep. That was a greedy hit there. Watching a speedrun of a game doesn't really spoil the experience for you ever, since the routing is so different from a casual playthrough. Yeah, I mean, technically you will be aware of things that are coming, but it's, yeah. It is all different people's different spoiler tolerances. I personally feel mostly the same way as well, except for if I'm gonna stream something and I do know some previous stuff about it, it doesn't really bother me, but I think that, you know, maybe some people in chat would prefer to have had my genuine first reaction to even knowing that something exists. Which you can't have after you already know something exists. I even specifically did less damage to not phase her early, and somehow she phased early anyway. Edge. On the bosses and such. Does Poison have a funky interaction with Radon the way Rot does? Oh, what do you mean a funky interaction? What funky interaction does Rot have? The reset on phase 1 to phase 2. Yeah, that's everything. That's all statuses. It's just a... His phase 1 and phase 2 are completely separate beings. The game you got promised concert spoiled by seeing the stream, but much more annoyed at yourself. Fair. All right. I'm just gonna move on. Romina's just, she's just Romina. It just is what it is. Wonder if Night Rain is for Bandai to turn on dark mode for their company splash screen on startup. They already did that, right? Or for Elden Ring, I guess. You're hoping they keep that for Night Rain, basically? I remembered to get hit by the first hit of the frame trap so that I took less damage. Just finally learning. I started turning too early. You're supposed to go like around him in turns so that you can get the hit, but I turned in front of him, so I just walked into his hitbox. Oops. Does Romina have too low poise or what? She's got low-ish poise. 80, I believe. Yeah, she must have 80, which is on the slightly lower end, but not like low. Turns out charged R2s just do a whole lot of poise damage. Okay. Yeah, I guess that was greedy. I guess that was greedy. After the frame trap, you can't walk up and weapon art him. You can walk up and R1 him and it'll hit him before he does his stuff, but you can't walk up and weapon art him. Mind's eye is opening for the frame traps in this boss fight. Are you seeing it yet? Are you seeing it now, Mr. Krabs? Frame trap, do you mean getting stuck in animation?
America. A curse.
Sure, close enough. By frame trap specifically, I mean
My clan's suffering. Their pain.
that if you dodge the first hit of his attack at the timing that dodges the first hit of his attack, and it's towards the end of the first hit of his attack, you will guaranteed get hit by the second hit of his attack with nothing you can do. You will be stuck in your dodge. I mean more specifically stuck in your dodge rather than stuck in your attack. But the reason you get stuck in your dodge is because you were stuck in your attack and had to roll at the end of the roll window. And so you get stuck in your roll and get hit after that. So it is caused by being stuck in your attack, but the frame trap part of it is being stuck in your roll. Oh, that's an insta-kill. Okay.
Death. In the embrace of Mesmer's...
Like an unavoidable frame to where you have to pick your poison, basically, either to punish or get hit. So, it... I'll play out a situation for you in our mind's eye. Say that he does the spin stab, right? That move that just killed me because I was dumb. So he does the spin part, you dodge it. He does the stab part, you dodge it. And now, you have enough time to do a charged R2. So you charged R2 him. But the charged R2 has now locked you in. He now goes for his fastest follow-up, which is the, like, quick slash through you where he, like, jumps across the room, right? That's his fastest follow-up. And you say, aha, even though I'm stuck in my charged R2, his fastest follow-up, I still have time to roll that first hit that he does. So he does the first hit, you roll it. But now you're stuck in your roll, and as he does the follow-up, he hits you going through, and now you've taken a bunch of damage. So because I did the charged R2 follow-up after his stab, I was locked into the charged R2 for enough time that by the time I rolled his first hit, I guaranteed got hit by his second hit. The solution to this is... I've done my charged R2. I know I'm locked in for too long. He starts his fastest follow-up, and I go, I know this is going to hit me, so I let the first hit me, and then I can roll through the second hit, and I will take much less damage, because the first hit does like 20% of your health, and the second hit does like 60 or 70% of your health. So that is the correct counter, is take the first hit so that you don't take the second hit. Just get a little vigor checked. That's the move that can frame trap you if you're stuck in an attack previously. Okay, so let's see if he'll do it here so I can show it off. Nope. Oh. Somehow I got hit by the flame, though.
In the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
Sounds like something FromSoft needs to adjust. Seems pretty unfair. Well, it's only unfair, again, because I'm locking myself into this animation. If you are not greedy with your attacks, like we need to be for a speedrun, because you need to be greedy because, you know, that's for speed, then it's fine. I do think it still should be adjusted, but it's not, like, that big of a deal. What? Where's my roll, please? So that time, you can see I only was able to dodge the second one, but luckily I just avoided the first one by positioning. Greed for speed. There, I was frame trapped. That was the exact scenario. It was brought about by a different attack than what I mentioned in my scenario, but that was a frame trap. And I couldn't take the first hit there because I was too low on life. So I had to try to dodge both. You can go back and look at my inputs. I was spamming dodge, and the second one didn't come out in time. I guess that's technically the best way to deal with that attack is strafe it. Oh. Oh, that works.
America. A curse upon thee.
YouTube chat more active than Twitch. It's Jover for us. It truly is. You guys are being replaced. You're gonna have to come up with more copy pastas if you want to remain relevant in today's day and age. Or ask good questions. But I feel like YouTube chat maybe is, you know, has had less time to ask a bunch of questions. So maybe has some good questions thought up. Are there certain attacks you have to jump over in this game, or can you always dodge as long as your timing's right? You can always dodge. Hold on, I want to think if there's... Well, okay, technically there are some things that are neither dodgeable nor jumpable, but I don't believe there is any attack in the game that is jumpable that is not dodgeable. I think. There are attacks that there are literally nothing you can do against, though. So as you can see, not frame trapped if I don't have to do the dodge super late.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death. In the
Furnace
embrace
Golem?
of
You can dodge it.
Messmer's
I've seen
flame.
people dodge it. Okay, maybe Torrent Jump. Maybe Torrent Jump is an exception. Maybe the, like, super fire jump that he has isn't rollable and only Torrent jumpable, but it's also not standing jumpable either, I'm pretty sure. Maybe you're right, though. Maybe there is a Furnace Golem attack that is only jumpable. Plus Sigusac's move? Which one? America.
A curse upon thee.
You little plonk. Yep, and there is the correct solution if you get the frame trap. You just let the first one hit you, and you can see it does not do that much damage, so you're fine. Whew, scary.
America. A curse upon thee. Accursed Mesmer.
That's the perfect timing there. We won Twitch Rivals for a game he doesn't play against non-gamers who also didn't play. It's also jacked and would definitely beat you in a fight, which is the God Gamer. Do better. There we go. A Bitcoin man? I did buy a little bit of Bitcoin when, like, all of the cryptos were, like, going way up. And then held on to it a little too long, so it started going back down a bit, and I didn't make that much money on it. But I did make a little bit. I currently have none. But I was at least able to recognize, this is going up. A lot. Well... And I think now it's, like, back way higher than it ever was, and I should have held, but oh well. Too risky for me. Buy high, sell higher. That's right. Oh, I almost got myself frame trapped there. Cool. Once it hits the moon. What do you mean frame trapped? Ah, we just went over this. I mean that if you roll the first hit, then you don't have time to roll the second hit. You are trapped in your roll frames. Simple. Is that second phase explosion attack scripted? Yes, it always happens at the start of second phase. Frame track lecture is already over. Yeah, you're gonna have to copy notes from somebody else. You're late to class. Quicker than world record, you think? The script that we have is faster, I believe, than what the current world record was doing, yeah. Although now Tom has adopted my strat, so now he'll be just as fast, I believe. Oh, that's not good. Couldn't save that. That's the worst luck you can get. YouTube is a good 30 seconds behind. I think they probably, just the encoder that they have, focuses more on quality. I might be able to change that in some settings somewhere, but yeah, I think the encoder just focuses more on quality. Or maybe it has something to do with the way I'm multi-streaming. I don't know. I should test if I
Good
can do
luck,
this with
bitch.
just 2 bone darts instead of a kukri and a bone dart. It would be faster. Thank you, thank you. So if I go to bone dart...
Dehydrate.
So you would like me to go to the bathroom, yes. It does not. As I suspected it wouldn't. Get some coffee. Well, too bad. I'm gonna dehydrate. Okay. 3 bone darts works. And is slightly faster than a kukri and a bone dart. Pat your head and rub your tummy at the same time. I think I can. Wait, hold on. So you wanna... Yeah, I can. Not like super quickly, but yep, there you go. You're welcome. What's annoying? The most annoying boss in this run? Annoying. That is a choice of words. I kind of want to say Morgott, even though he's not that bad with the script that we have, but like, frick him. Okay, well, that's a dead run. That's weird. All of them. Not Hippo? Not really. I mean, Hippo's definitely annoying, but there's more annoying. There's for sure more annoying. Okay, let's check if 3 bone darts... Uh-oh. Oops, this time. Okay, it does. So, even if we have to do the backup, 3 bone darts is just fine. And it's fast enough that we somehow got it despite the really late drink there. Nice. All because of magic grease. That's right. Hippofied before the current method was a menace. Yeah, before the current method where you had to like kind of bet on what he was going to do at the end was pretty horrible. The current method though is not bad. The worst thing that can happen is you get one needle that hits you in the current method. So as long as you don't die to one needle, as long as you don't take like an actual bad hit before then, you're fine. How did that miss? Okay. I got put into a weird position, so I couldn't see the visual cue that I usually use to time everything. It would have still been fine. I could have still hit him, but I just didn't see the visual cue because of the weird positioning. Okay. Speaking of hippo. Buy some decaf so you can just experience the sensation of drinking coffee 24/7. If you'd like to. I think coffee tastes awful, personally. But can you even post Fire Giant in the first phase? I don't think so. I think you cannot. There are some enemies that are just not repostable. Shrimple. Definitely cheap instant coffee tastes bad, but also a bit of an acquired taste in general, like a lot of alcohol. Yeah, and I haven't acquired the taste for it because I think it tastes bad, so I haven't drank it, so it still tastes bad. So I don't feel the need to drink it until it tastes good, unless I really needed the caffeine, which I definitely do not. There's our worst case of get needles once. And dead. And forced yourself to drink it when you didn't like it. It just kind of happened. Huh. I don't really like the taste of tea either, but I can get it. I'm like, I can understand there's a pleasantness here. It's just not like my type of pleasantness. It's not what I want. But coffee to me is just like, wow, this is just... I take no pleasure in this whatsoever. Like sweet drinks, yes. Hippo, pretty easy. How consistent the hippo fight looks, to be honest? It is very consistent now, luckily. Maybe not 100%, but like 99% consistent if you play well, which is really, really good. For alcohol, social situations, generally get people through bad initial tastes. True. There's also mixed drinks you can make. You know, a lot of people will start out being like, oh, beer? Oh, I don't like beer. And then they'll be like, okay, well, here, have this, you know, I don't know, margarita or something. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, that's a... And then you develop a taste, and then the alcohol part doesn't bother you so much. So now you can drink beer because the alcohol part doesn't bother you. Now it's just the beer taste, which is still, you know, still not not a thing that everyone will like right away, but like as long as it's not the beer taste plus the alcohol taste both assaulting you and you're being like
some good sweet drinks,
you can get through it.
Might want to hit him up after the WR.
Bogart, yeah, his shrimp whatever he sells. Prawns, that's it. Boiled prawns. Well, I can't really do anything here, but just take the riposte. It was just really bad luck Morgott where he was running around. No one needs caffeine, but a lot of people seem to not understand this. You know, yeah, it is very possible to exist without caffeine, but as soon as you have caffeine all the time, you can form a bit of a dependence on it. Then it's a self, you know, fulfilling prophecy that leaves you poor. Because now you're buying coffee all the time. Although, to be fair, I can make myself poor buying, you know, other sugary drinks as well, so. Gotcha. Nice. Dependence after getting addicted, crazy lack of awareness it gets compared to other vices. Like, yeah, I mean, because of that, I don't want to like go in hard and be like, I can't believe how people get, you know, so coffee and it's so bad for, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know, it's not as bad as other things, but it is certainly still something that, I would avoid. Not a universal thing. Don't think that's a majority. Is that for the alcohol? Okay, that was correct. Yes, that was the correct number. Because I didn't throw a throwing dagger. He didn't get It was not the correct number? Apparently it was not the correct number. Huh, I thought it was. Never mind. Like all things, can be okay in moderation, yes. Caffeine isn't addictive, it causes dependency, so you get some withdrawal symptoms, but this is a much different thing than addiction. Well, that's what addiction is. Addiction is dependency. That's... like, right? Is that what an addiction is? Are you sure? I think... is one half of addiction. Okay. And so this drives a compulsion to consume a substance. Isn't that what... because then a dependency, you would have a compulsion to consume it because you'd get withdrawal symptoms from your dependency, so wouldn't... addictioncenter.com. Caffeine is addictive because of the way that the drug affects the human brain and produces the alert feeling that people crave. Oh. WebMD. Caffeine doesn't threaten your health the way other addictive drugs do, but if you stop all caffeine cold turkey, you may feel the effects for a day or two. Okay, so... it's not a life-threatening addiction, but it's... I think it still counts. I don't know. Bye. All right, Morgot. I get heavy headaches when not drinking coffee every morning. Would say you can get physically addicted. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like, it's obviously not as bad. Shouldn't be compared to much worse things. But like, I believe that would qualify as addiction. I think you can probably get addicted to like soda too, which is just sugar. It's not even like... well, actually, I guess soda is also caffeine. Maybe you get addicted to the caffeine in soda. I guess I don't know what you would get addicted to, but I think you get addicted to like almost anything, pretty much. Dependence is physical, whereas addiction is mental. So they often go together for obvious reasons, but sometimes it's apparently worthwhile making the distinction. But if you have a physical dependence, then that can... I think that would necessarily be able to cause a mental addiction. If that's the, you know, difference. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, well, that was weird. Whew. Compare quitting smoking versus quitting coffee, that's the difference. Well, both can be difficult though, right? Like I'm not that the whole point being that there can be levels of it, but I don't think that makes it an entirely distinct mechanism. I think things can be more addictive than other things, but I don't think that means that the less addictive things are not addictive at all in that case. Otherwise, the only addictive thing is whatever's the most addictive. We gotta, you know, rank them on a tier list, and only the S tier truly qualifies. Are you addicted to saying addicted? Maybe that's it. Maybe we've figured it out. Works. Okay. Hold free, not too bad. Moving on. Mode. He's downplaying the seriousness of addiction, which is an actual disease when we play loosey-goosey with terms when they are not the same. But I think it is the same. I don't see any way of saying the severity of one is worse, therefore they're different. Like, I don't... Like, I'm not saying that you are addicted. If, you know, whatever amount you're drinking at, I'm not saying that you are addicted. I'm not trying to, like, you know, put it on you. But, like, I think it can happen. I think it does happen. I think saying it's impossible for it to happen, I think is... I think is wrong, but I mean, I guess I ain't no addictologist. That doesn't sound right. Addicts are addicts for life. Dependence is temporary. That's not true. Tons of people quit their addictions.
I can see it.
That's the whole, like, point. Is that you're trying to... Well, maybe not everybody tries to, but you try to. Generally. Addiction, everyone is addicted to, and no one can say different. It's water. We're all addicted to water. Everyone says they can quit water cold turkey, but you catch someone a few days without water, and there they are drinking it again. Air. Gotta go see someone about my water addiction. Oh, Ling Max, thank you for the sub. Yo, welcome back to the bunch. Enjoy the emotes. No, no double blood rain in a row. How did that miss? That went right through him. What? Well, this doesn't work now. That was weird. We got him. Oh, we didn't get him yet. But we got him. As clear as day. Weird. Bad script? No, the script is good. My attack just went right through him. This was the elevation. I guess it has to be, but that's never happened before. Oh.
It's mine and mine alone.
Lord of Blood's Exaltation boosts Mohg's attack 2, while summoning the Mimic tier with Lord of Blood's Exaltation as well. Stack Mohg's attacks, or just one flat buff? Just one flat buff. It's not a stacking buff, same as when you use the talisman. It just refreshes. Fighting on the stairs better? No, it's just I can't not fight on the stairs because he's on the stairs. I can't go anywhere else if he's just gonna stall on the stairs. I have to fight him on the stairs. Got hit weirdly because you were on Mohg above the steps, yeah. The stairs is very awful for this fight, but they put it in the fight and they made it so that he always starts out on the stairs. So it's just very unlikely that you're ever gonna get to fight him not on the stairs. Demolish the stairs. Yeah, somebody call the renovators. Somebody. We got to get these stairs out of here. They're driving down property values. I couldn't do anything there. If I didn't roll there, the fire, which I was not standing in, would have killed me anyway. And so I had to roll, and because I rolled, I got roll caught. There's nothing I could do there, because the fire that I was not standing in decided to tick on me anyway. The way that the fire works is very odd. Like, it has a clear visual of where it is, and it's just, like, not exactly there. It's just weirdly, slightly outside in some places. Especially when you're near the stairs. Or on the stairs. Okay, no headshot there. Ah! It was almost salvaged. Despite an early frost. I hate the term femboy, speaking of things you'll essay about. I don't like the way that people use it, generally. Like, it's a very, you know, popular thing for people to just throw out whenever there's a, you know, non-overly masculine guy in anything. And, like, masculine in a certain way, because it's like people will be like, oh, Timothy Chalamet, and it's like, okay, but, you know, he is just, you know, famous actor, you know, pretty good-looking guy, just maybe not, you know, giant muscles or whatever. And it's, so it is, yeah, definitely used in, oh, how does that Unis? Weird ways. You just use it to insult your friends on Xbox Party Chat. Exactly. Oh, no, don't connect. Is Moog a good-looking guy? According to the lore, no. But, you know, I'll let you make your own decisions. According to the lore, everyone seems to think he is, so hideous he needs to be thrown into the sewers. And I mean that literally. Nice. Thank you for the hydrate.
As clear as day. The coming of our day.
Canonically ugly. That is in fact, he is canonically ugly. Same with Margit/Morgott. Although I have a feeling there are some people here who, you know, would disagree with that, at least for Margit Morgott. Maybe just from his voice. His drip is phenomenal. He does have amazing drip. Just look at that. Get his drip for the run. That'd be the Sanguine Noble set. Nice headshot. Will ever win your heart like Dancer did. Yeah. Good old Dancer of the Boreal Valley. Where the best strategy was constantly to circle around her. And certainly for no other reason that you were trying to constantly get behind her. Hornsense of Crucible, Affliction 2, America hating on them probably comes from Hornsense. And what they did to her village, yeah. And so probably, it's probably her hating on the Hornsense is what led to her hating on the Omen. Because I think they said before America's reign, the Omen were actually considered, like, divine. They were like, oh my gosh, these are, like, blessed beings with aspects of the Crucible on them. And then America was like, they remind me of the Horn Scent. And I hate those guys. So now they're all banished to the sewers. Alright. We're the dominant civilization, yeah. Okay, I guess that's all the practice. Let me do a couple more Radons. I always like kind of start with Radon, but then also end with Radon because he's the one that you just need to practice the most. The best woman in Elden Ring and the best man. Well, the best man is me. And the best woman is also me, if I chose a female character. But otherwise, you know the fire giant is female? I highly doubt that. What makes you say that? I think most people's favorite is probably Ronnie. My parry was like 1 frame late. Extensive video on the fire giant's gender. Is that the entire video? Body video. The lore of Elden Ring is fire giant's gender. Rude of you to do that. Run more. Die. One more. What did we pay to make a VTuber avatar of Ronnie's feet? I'm sure somebody would, but no. Some speech about the stars when you first played. I don't think I got her speech. I barely. I saved her in the one dungeon that she starts out in, and I did not do anything past that in her quest. I did not, whatever you're supposed to do of like, I don't think I even know what her quest does. Street Fighter Alpha Radon. He got them parries or something. Are parry breaks and regular stance breaks on different bars? Yes. And the parry count, as far as I know, never resets. So if you did 2 parries at the start of his phase, and then didn't parry him again until 1 more at the end of his phase, that would add up to the 3 needed to get a parry stance break, and you would get it. Whereas, obviously, regular stance damage can go away if you don't keep the stances up. Okay, cool. I think that's enough. I think we can get started into runs. Doing better today mentally? Oh, I always start out the day doing good mentally. I mean, I guess I'm sort of a little extra good today mentally because there was nothing wrong with my car, which was a point of stress. That is no longer a point of stress because they looked at it and said, hey, you're good. No, there's nothing wrong. Your tire did not explode. Your entire car did not explode. So, whatever the sound was is... whatever it is, it's not gonna, we're fine, and we're moving on. Run time. Except the aging untouchables never parried in Elden Ring. Maybe you'll do a build around them. Ah. Parrying is, I kind of hate it in Elden Ring, but it is a unique way to play. That's kind of cool. I hate it because it's very unintuitive on the timings, but if you do take the time to learn it, it is very powerful. As I could call myself an aging untouchable. It's like half a chat. Voice break on parrying is so satisfying, yeah. It was very satisfying on the few bosses it works well on. Once you learn it, yes. It's very unsatisfying to start out because it's always going to be like a guessing game of the timing because it's just the timing is weird. Oh, I haven't... we have to restart? I didn't get as far of a jump as I should have. Because of the thing that I was just about to mention that I forgot to start up. The FPS fix. We got a short jump because I didn't have the FPS fix, and that caused us to not activate the Grafted Scion. not continue. Bosses works well on, the timing is much more intuitive, hence why it works well on them. I wouldn't necessarily say so. I think the timing is unintuitive on Consort, but it's really good on Consort. Thank you for the hydrate. Imagine stable frame rates. Imagine. In this case, technically stable frame times, but you know. Aww. My water addiction is starting to worry you. I can't help it. I can't help it. Like, I don't necessarily know that there's any boss that I would consider the parry timings to be that intuitive on. I think that the ones that people find it quote-unquote intuitive are the ones that people personally have practiced. So I don't know that there's any boss that everyone would agree the parry timings are intuitive on. I think you will just say that the parry timings are intuitive on the boss that you have done it on the most. In defense of Elden Ring parries, Crucible Knights, Old Gravity Men, and Elmos are where it's great. Again, yeah, it can be great in a lot of places. It's just unintuitive. You read replies in your new chat. Try replying to something and ask me if I can read it. I assume I can? Sekiro deflects are intuitive. Yes. Sekiro deflects are very intuitive. I forgot my... Okay, there we go. Replying to AGNL. I can see it. It doesn't show me the message you're replying to. It just puts an at. Like you are just typing at AGNL. You learn to parry Crucible Knight and then try an Onyx Lord. It feels totally natural. Ah, so they're intuitive because as if you learn one into the other, they're similar timings. Okay, sure. So whatever one you learned first will always be unintuitive, but then ones after that can be more unintuitive because their timings can be, or more intuitive because their timings can be similar. Okay, sure.
Good luck, bitch.
Thank you for the good luck.
But I can also that you're not then wine I am calling.
And if you parry enough things, you can get kind of a feel for how much earlier than their attack you need to do it. So, like, if you've parried 10 bosses, your 11th, even if it's different timing than the rest, could feel more intuitive. That's also fair. Oh, way late. Oops. I don't know if in this multi-chat I can see certain other things, because, like, I can't see subs as subs. It just shows it as a blank message, but... So there's definitely some functionality missing. I also can't see point redeems. You prefer Elden Ring's parry or Lies of P charged parry? Charged parry? Do you mean specifically guard parries, the ones that work exactly like Elden Ring and are the exact same thing?
Then summon me. I bequeath.
Or do you mean perfect guards, which are like Sekiro's? The two dragons sword parry. Oh yeah, that one's the same. That one is equally as bad as Elden Ring parries. Equally as unintuitive. Perhaps slightly more unintuitive because I think it actually has even more delay. You see the CDs? How about you CDs? Can you, not reading that one. Yeah, more delay. There's a lot of delay. Dragon's insanely delayed too. Yeah, no, it really is. It really is. But there's other ones in Lies of P called guard parries that spend a fable that work, like, identically to Elden Ring's parries. Okay, a little scary there. I don't have time to hydrate right now. This was not the time. They could have given the two dragons sword more damage. They could have. They could have given any weapon more damage, but it is a very powerful weapon already. It does not need more damage. It was unfortunate that that didn't work.
Fit to determine if you had. It seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering plate. Very let my hand.
Damage. Dragon's heavy charge parry is the worst. Gotta charge up a parry 2 business days before the attack, yeah.
Fit to determined.
Fit to determined. Dragon parry is so satisfying though. When you can hit it, it's nice. I guess of the two options between Lies of P and Elden Ring's parries, I think I slightly prefer Lies of P's. I like you get a parry and it instantly does a cool follow-up, instead of like building up enough parries to stagger them to get a regular riposte. I guess I slightly like that. Not for any particular reason. I think it's weaker. I think Elden Ring's parries probably are stronger, I guess. No, Lies of P's parries are pretty darn strong. I don't know. But I think I slightly prefer getting an instant follow-up and canceling their, attack and whatnot, as opposed to getting a stagger. All that time loss from one not quit out, not pivot quit out. You lose so much time. Ugliest monster has the most beautiful sword. Whoa, what are you saying about my character? Because obviously I do have the most beautiful sword. The Bloodhound. Well, actually I don't have it yet. Glaive Fable Parry is so fun and theatrical though, especially when you can chain like 6 in a row. Well, yeah, the Glaive is a different. The Glaive functions like Sekiro's deflect system and is super intuitive and super fun and super powerful, and it's the best of all worlds. That's the exception though. The Glaive is the exception, not the rule. The Glaive is completely unique in the way that it works. The 2-dragon sword from the green monster. Ah. How do you make the weapons from... I don't think the green... I think actually none of the weapons have anything to do in lore with the monster. I think you just trade them to Alidoro. He's just a treasure hunter that's just like, I have collected these random various weapons, and if you give me that boss soul, I'll give you one of the weapons I collected. I think that's the lore explanation. We could kill Alidoro earlier, yeah. Get all the weapons for free and all the amulets. Is there a aqua lethal? I don't know what that type of weapon is. Is there a different way to say that in English, or is that just the name of it and you just have to know that's the weapon type? Kazan tomorrow? Wait, tomorrow? Kazan? Really? I wasn't paying attention to when it came out. Is it coming out that soon? Out in March. I was like, what? I was like, I didn't think it was that soon. Okay. I was... Because I did not pay attention to when it was coming out, so you could have told me it was coming out tomorrow, and I would have believed it. Don't trust anything Ray says. You know, I should have known. I should have known. Yeah, we won't know if Kazan is harder than Lies of P. As far as the first 2 bosses of Kazan were harder than the first 2 bosses of Lies of P. If you take the first 2 bosses as Lies of P being I guess it would be Corrupted, or not Corrupted, but just Parade Master and Scrapped Watchman, then the first 2 of the Kazan demo, the Yeti was about as hard as Parade Master, as in they were both not very hard, but then the second thing was harder than the second boss of Lies of P. Blank. Gonna get a little political here. I did not really like The Godfather. Is it because it insists upon itself? Felt that Yeti was easier than the Parade Master. I thought they were both, like, very, very easy, so maybe. Yeah, probably. Probably the Yeti was easier. But then the second boss of the Kazan demo was definitely harder than Scrapped Watchman, I think. Not, like, overly difficult, just definitely more difficult than Scrapped Watchman. Is Lies of P harder than Elden Ring? About to start Lies of P. It was for me. But then I watched some other people play it that, like, had no trouble at all with Lies of P. They were, like, first trying some of the really hard bosses, and I was like, huh, maybe I'm just bad. It seems like one where if you build correctly, and, you know, there's various ways to do that, but if you build correctly, it seems like Lies of P can be a not that difficult in the numbers game. Same as Elden Ring, but yeah, I don't know. At the time that I played it, Lies of P probably was the most difficult game that I have played, I think. At the time that I played it. Nowadays, I don't feel like Lies of P is that hard. Nowadays, I did a Lies of P randomizer, and it was mostly first trying all the bosses, and, like, it wasn't that bad. But when I first played it, I felt like I really had some struggles. How hard can Kazan be if you beat a boss by only shoulder bumps? Well, those shoulder bumps were broken, so don't judge a game by its shoulder bumps. That'd be like saying, how hard can Elden Ring be if you beat a game with only Bloodhound's Finesse? Like, Bloodhound's Finesse is a great move. Or you beat a boss with only, Lion's Claw, you know? I feel like level 1 Lies of P is so much harder than Elden Ring. Well, a lot more of the damage is based in levels in Lies of P. Your damage in Elden Ring is mostly based on your weapon level, and then a little bit based on your level. And then in Lies of P, it's based a little bit on your weapon level, and then a lot on your level. So, yes, it is harder at level 1 to do Lies of P because it is designed where your levels in that game are more impactful per level. They fall off harder earlier. You don't go like 99 of all stats generally, but playing Elden Ring, but the delay from button press to activation gets to you sometimes. There's not a lot of delay from button press to it happening in Elden Ring. Like, almost none? I mean, unless you have something specific with your setup, with your hardware that's having an issue, there is basically none inherent to the game. maybe that's not true on console. I don't know how it is on console, but at least on PC, everything does happen when you press it. There's a few things that will trick you into thinking that it's not when you press it, but that's due to sort of design quirks of how the game works. For example, it's just a generally slow game where you press a button and they'll start the animation right away, but then the animation is slow, so it can feel like it's not happening as soon as you press it, even though it is. It's starting a slow animation as soon as you press the button. And then the big one is rolling is on release rather than on press. So it does happen as soon as you release, but it's not when you press it, it's when you release it. So if you're thinking it's going to happen when you press it, it feels really, really ridiculously delayed. Probably mean input buffers. Buffer seems unlikely. Buffers generally don't feel like delay. Well, I guess they can. Because there are some... Yeah, the delays, or the buffers in Elden Ring are also very strange, but... That's... kind of its separate issue. Buffer can be a delay, depends on when you press it. Sort of, yeah, but it doesn't really... at least a good buffer doesn't feel like a delay, because you understand, oh, my action can't happen until I've finished with this other action. So it doesn't feel like my action was so delayed, it feels like, ah, of course, I was stuck in my other action. I mean, Elden Ring doesn't have a great buffer, so it can feel like that sometimes, but... Okay. Weird Magnus, but he's in the corner now. That works. Stream's buffering too? No! That is delay. Definition of the weapon you said earlier. A wooden sword with several embedded obsidian blades. Ah, a spiky sword. Okay. I don't believe there's any of those in Elden Ring. There's spiky clubs, but no spiky wooden swords. There's kind of similar ideas of like just swords that are made of some sort of metal that are spiked. But not specifically wooden with things in it. Yep. I think the one that comes to mind is a great sword that has bleed, that is, I believe, somber, that I can't remember the name of, that's very spiky. I want to say it started with like an M. Milos, that's the one. Milos, great sword. Spikes are only on 2 sides of the sword. Right, right. The front and the back. Since the button like other little combats and stuff, it's speed demanding. Which it does happen in Elden Ring in general. You press a button, it does happen immediately. Again, it's just very slow animations or various other things that can make it feel like it's not happening right away, even though it is. Mix of a sword and a club, right. That's Dung Eater's sword? Oh, is it? I didn't even know that. It's kind of got good taste in swords, at least. He may not have good literal taste, but at least good taste in swords. Maybe the controller might be because you run it on ultra graphics. I don't think the ultra graphics should matter, but if you're also running it on a TV, TVs tend to have a lot of latency compared to like computer monitors. Yo, what up, Danny? Okay. We just had to look up quests in Elden Ring. Yeah. I think Ronnie's quest might have been the only one that I actually figured out on my first playthrough, like through its entirety. There's probably another one that I don't remember. Oh, Fia's quest I figured out in its entirety, but Ronnie's quest the only FromSoft quest that anybody's ever figured out by themselves. Fun, true fact, yes. Every other quest we had to get Miyazaki himself to tell us how to do it.
see it now.
How could this... was my whole existence?
D:.
Let's graze anchor until it will trudge across far. But the grace so brave seek to become Leto.
Almost golged. Nice. Oh, we golged Radon. I didn't even notice. Yo, what a passy. Mr. Jar is stinky.
You claim what? My doubt. Words are truly.
He probably
I
doesn't even
believe
shower.
That's the part.
Lambkin. 125 is coming. That would be a... I don't know if that's possible. That's probably technically possible.
I wish
But
to a night luminary. So, now.
she was stinky too. What's the record you're chasing? Like what time? 1:27:08. Fun has been looking fun. You've been enjoying it? I have been enjoying it. It's got cool routes. It does have the classic Elden Ring problems. Long setup at the start. Just praying for the right RNG on bosses. Your classic reasons that Elden Ring speedruns are not going to be, you know, the best thing ever. But as far as Elden Ring speedruns go, it's good. No escaping the setup, yeah.
Clench your teeth or something.
It gets you a lot of bang for your buck. A lot of fights for one setup. So you spend less of your time doing setup, because then you get more fights after. Ooh, okay. Definitely a start. He did the weird thing. I don't know what to do when he does the weird thing. It's only ever killed me once, but that's one time too many. You're running with a save that's already set up? Like this thing, nobody's doing it. Why not remove it? Because then it would be not like a true, like, speedrun. Like, there is time to be gained or lost in the setup. Like, we basically just finished the real, like, setup part, and I'm 40 seconds ahead because there were differences in the setup. If you're just removing the setup, then... Oh, actually, no, my setup would have involved me grabbing, a plus 10 Alabaster Lord Sword, actually. I'll just start with an Alabaster Lord Sword. I know you get it in the Lake of Rot, but my setup would have gone to the Lake of Rot to get it, so we can just skip that, and I can just have it. It's just then very disconnected from the reality of what a speedrun is, starting from the start of the game and going to the end of it, you know? Like, you can absolutely do that for practice or whatever else you want, for fun. But it's generally not good to completely disconnect your speedrun from actually starting and playing the game. Okay, good. We got the headshot. Got the headshot there, though, so should be a nice one cycle here. On the slower side, but not terrible.
I can see it as clear as day. The coming of our dynasty.
Mitch win. Yeah, 14 seconds is a lot of time to lose there for one cycle, but not like I could do anything about it. He just kind of stalled. Watching a few for fun speedrun attempts with random weapons like old Gravity Man's sword. Is the one cycle for mode consistent now? Depends on what you mean by consistent. It works most of the time. So if you call that consistent, it will not work 100% of the time. There are stallings that he can do that is impossible to recover from. And you can obviously lose a lot of time, like we just lost 14 seconds despite, you know, doing everything right. So it's not consistent in timing, but the large majority of the time you will get a one cycle if you play correctly. It just might be a slow one cycle. Good. That's right. 60% of the time, it works every time. Oh, thanks for the good luck. Emphasis on the if you play correctly part. That too. But New Game Plus speedruns in games where they just start with the optimal build, right? Which is, New Game Plus speedruns are also cool. They're just not, that's just not what, you know, this is. What's the point of a run if you can just skip half the run? Like hitless Sekiro can't allow hits on first Genny. Right. If you're skipping a lot of it, it's more of a showcase than like a true speedrun. Which, like, showcases are also cool, but it's just, you know, you just then have to recognize, okay, that is what I'm doing if I'm skipping half the run. In this case, it wouldn't be half, it'd be a fifth, roughly, to cut out the first 20 minutes of walking. There should be a New Game Plus speedrun category to make it interesting. I mean, you can do that. There is not one currently on the leaderboards, but you could do that. It would be a very sense-making way to play the game. The hardest thing to do would be to do the timer with live split, because live split just reads your in-game time, so it's going to start you at however long it took you to, you know, beat the game the first time. Cool. Did someone say? How did you save 20 seconds in a running segment? Reroute. We skip 2 skidoo there. Why don't you take time for DTS? Huh? Take time for what? The split, you mean? There is a split for DTS. If you mean the numbers there, the 22 vigor, 25 strength, 50 dex, that's to remind me what to level up. So it's not really a split, it's just a reminder. One day I will fix my splits so that everything is auto-split.
The numbers, Mason, what do they mean?
What do they mean? Yeah, that jump. It's been, well, you've mentioned it, so now I'm going to jinx myself, and now it's not going to work when we have to do it a second time in the run. But it has been working fine for us. Where you actually can attach notes to a split that show up while the split is active. I think so, but I don't know how to do that, so... If you want to get me a tutorial on that so I can figure out how to do that, I'd be okay with changing it to notes that only appear when you have the split active. Yo! Special! Yo! Thank you for the sub! Yo, welcome back to the bunch. Enjoy the emotes. Let's go. Hi, yo, what up? Hope you're doing good? Okay. Nice. How did you delay the Bloodhound stuff that much? That was nice. Yeah, you can delay it. You're just allowed to delay it. It is quite nice. Time save. I'm ready for Morgott to ruin it all. That would be a way that he would ruin it, yep. Very cool, Morgott. We're gonna have to do a really, really slow Morgott. All I could do there. At least the run's not dead.
Allow me, you are unable prevented. The thorns are husk the only way and become my purpose. So I'd like to the flame then and guide you.
I could have risked it to save like maybe 10 seconds back there. So it actually wouldn't have been like that terrible of a Morgott, but it would have risked losing the entire run. So I decided that was not worth it. Maybe it would have been though. Oh, I hate the skip. This is 122.28. Nobody could do this in 122.28. That's not, that is not a possible time for this category. Unless somebody maybe swapped to Death's Poker or something. Oh yeah? Watch me. Finished DS3 for the first time. Had a blast. How the run's going today? Well, this run's good. This is like our first run that really got started tonight, so I guess that means runs are good. Any tips for Fire Giant? His phase 1, hit him in the ankle. His phase 2, stay in front of him and hit him in the hand. Learn how to dodge his stuff and hit him in the hand. Have I speedran Demon's Souls? I have not. Mostly because, well, I haven't really speedran any of the Souls games besides Sekiro and Elden Ring, so I haven't even speedran like Dark Souls 1 or 3. But I also have not speedran Demon's Souls because it's not on PC. And I don't have like a capture card set up for a console. This one speedruns would go hard. Isn't Demon's Souls console only? Yep. And tips for Mesmer. Cannot kill this guy. Play it safe. Play it slow. Learn to dodge all of his attacks before worrying about attacking him. And eventually you'll find, like, wait, after this attack, I'm just kind of sitting here waiting for, like, 5 seconds before his next move. I can probably attack him here. And then slowly start to work in attack opportunities. But if you can focus on dodging, it shouldn't be too bad. He's relatively intuitive on his timings. So if you take it nice and slow, you are very likely to live for a very long time and get a lot of experience very quickly to be able to figure out how you can kill him. Can I even use a controller? No, my hands don't even fit the shape of a controller. I try to hold on to it and it just slips out like a bar of soap. EV chance 105%. Wow. Like, it's more like a, you know, magnetic repulsion, you know? Just, we don't mix. Have you played the other Souls games, though, or no? I have played Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, and Elden Ring. I have not played Bloodborne. I have not played all of Demon's Souls. I've played a little bit of it. And I have not played all of Dark Souls 2. I've played a little bit of it. Ooh, that's bad when he does that. Fake Souls fan. Bloodborne is possible on PC. Well, they're DMCAing. They're sending takedowns to the person that made the 60 FPS patch and somebody that made something else. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it's not really playable on PC if I would like to, you know, not get sued by Sony. Or Bluepoint is making Bloodborne 2. Bluepoint wouldn't make Bloodborne 2. They might make a Bloodborne remake. They wouldn't make Bloodborne 2. That wouldn't make sense. They're good at updating the visuals and keeping the, you know, the rest of it intact. Or adding in secrets or stuff. They're not known for making like a full new sequel game. Yo, Dusk Wolf, thank you for the gifted sub to Ray. Ray, welcome back to the bunch. Enjoy the emotes. Yeah, why wouldn't From be making it? Yeah, if it was being made, FromSoft would be making it. There is Bloodborne on PC through emulation, but not worth getting sued to play it. Yeah. If they're starting to sue things based on the Bloodborne emulator, then it's not a good time to be streaming that. If you want to play it on your own, just fine. Probably never gonna know or find out in any way, but streaming it, I don't think so. Custom plugin for notes. We don't care about them showing up on stream because it creates like a second window you can place somewhere. Yeah, that's probably fine. I mean, are you guys saying you don't want my notes on stream? Because I can change it if it's like, we all find the numbers very annoying, but I figure it doesn't really matter that much, and it doesn't bother me that much either to have them in the splits.
Hydrate.
Thank you for the hydrate. Creating an emulator is legal. Pirating a game is not. Correct. I believe the maker of the 60 FPS Bloodborne patch basically said, yeah, if I decided to fight it, I would win. It is 100% legal for me to do this. However, I don't care to fight it, so I'm just taking it down anyway. I believe is what I saw on Twitter. They were like, I just don't have time for that. I'm working on other things. This is not like, you know, a thing that I am working on anymore. I made it a while ago and I'm done with it. So there it is. I've been here since Blindfolded Sekiro. That's been a while. How am I? I'm pretty good. Also legal to sue anybody for anything at any time. Yeah, you just might not win. You might get your lawsuit thrown out, and also you have to pay for their legal fees. And also, if it's frivolous enough, you have to pay for their mental well-being for having sued them for no reason. But you can. You might just, you know, lose a lot of money doing that.
When I presume.
You get punished legally for doing something sounds like it's illegal. Well, not really. I don't know what that is, Slug Cam, so the policy is don't, I guess. Don't. I don't know. Entertaining and have made you lose sleep. See you in court. All right. I'll see you there. Just glad Sony didn't buy FromSoft. Well, they bought the largest single share holding of the parent company. So they did the thing that people were saying was buying FromSoft. It's just that that's not actually buying FromSoft. Oh, weird. Nice. Yup, pretty good, Hippo. Hardest part done, surely.
Is Taeyeon.
It could be. They have majority share, not controlling share. Maybe you're wrong. I believe they have 10%. Which is not majority and not control. I don't know what controlling share, I guess, would mean, but like I think they just have, you know, the company is mostly owned by, you know, people that own 1% or 0.1% or things like that, and so they, I believe, have the largest single ownership, but by no means the majority. 10% luck. Controlling share would be 51%, yeah. Largest shareholder, but not majority shareholder, yeah. That's all the equipping we need. Oh, we need magic grease. And the bridge to the fire giant I need to equip magic grease. Not the fire golem, whatever. Going up here. Next FromSoft game is still coming to PC, fortunately. Fortunately. Whatever stops coming to PC, they're dead to me. Magic grease. What's your ranking of the Souls games? Sekiro greater than Elden Ring, greater than Dark Souls 3, greater than Dark Souls 1, greater than Dark Souls 2, greater than Demon's Souls, and Bloodborne I have absolutely no idea because I haven't played a single second of it, but it's somewhere in there. Should hit, but I'm not sure, so I'm gonna stay. Okay, it did. Bloodborne's right after Sekiro. It could be. When I play it, that might be where it goes. Vader, if you could have more swords, like at the same time. Be like the guy with the green hair from One Piece. Hold one in each hand and one in your mouth.
Unsure.
Pinocchio Souls goes where in that list? Right after Elden Ring. But above DS3. Beautiful. Yo. Hey, Janelle, thank you for the gift sub. To Lake. An empty lake bed. Lake, welcome to the... Welcome back? Welcome? One of the two? I don't get to see bananas on your name in my multi-chat. It doesn't update. Sag. Oh, bananas. One of the two for sure. One of the two. Yo, thank you.
This world and death are you to commit? Very let my hand.
Such a great Souls-like, probably the best. Elden Ring wins in open world and replayability. Replayability is a very nebulous term. Elden Ring wins in open world and number of possible options that you can do for builds. Which is not necessarily replayability, because I'd much rather replay other games, even if they don't have as many options.
Banana, slipping and sliding all over the floor. Oops. Now I'm dancing right out the door. Chorus boogie woogie, shake it loose.
Chorus.
Banana jam, banana juice, musical note, wiggle your toes, do a little spin, slip on a peel and do it again.
Musical note. Elden Ring has bad replayability in your opinion because of the open world. Right. Replayability is a personal thing, not a quality of a game. Which, you know, you could argue there's a lot of things that you can say are personal opinions, but like if I said, oh, Liza P has such amazing bosses, that is just an opinion, not like, you know, measurable. But like, replayability is super nebulous. It doesn't even have like an accepted, like, anything that anyone means by that. The most common thing that people use it for is just has more options. But that's not by any means like a true definition. So I really don't like it as a, you know, it's something that people say a lot when comparing games, and all that they really mean is, I want to play it again, which is just like not, I feel like it's like the least helpful thing. Like a good game is automatically replayable and a bad game is kind of automatically not replayable. Regardless of all other qualities. If you are the type of person that likes to replay things. Which, like, I just never replay anything, so everything's replayability to me is 0. Unless I'm speedrunning and stuff. I hate that that shot keeps missing. But at least we still got him. Saying Fortnite and BioShock has no difference in replayability, it's down to personal preference. Yep. Because I'd rather replay. I have played a single game of Fortnite, and I have played the entirety of BioShock. Which one would I rather replay? I'd rather replay BioShock. Like, I mean, that's just, I don't know. I think it's just kind of how it is. Generalized terms are not personal, like you're treating this. So then, like, I mean, Fortnite, I think you probably chose a very bad example with Fortnite. Because, like, what is Fortnite's replayability? It's that it's a PvP game. So it's not even like replaying it. You can just continue to play it. It's not even replaying. It's just playing. Right? Fortnite doesn't have an end. So there's, I mean, unless you're just like, you know, a single round is an end. There are certain features that help with being able to replay it. Okay. Like, I'm sure there are, but everyone has different, like, things that make that true or not, right? Like, if we take Elden Ring, it's like, it might be very replayable to one person because they're like, oh, it's got a bunch of different options, so I would like to replay it again and try a different build. And to others, like me, I'm like, I would never play Elden Ring a second time casually. I'd be so bored. It's going through the same things I've already done, but like there's so much of them. The open world, I'm like, okay, great, I have to traverse this whole thing again. Like, I like speedrunning it, obviously, but playing it a second time casually would like be mind-numbing to me. Whereas I did actually play Sekiro multiple times, a game that a lot of people will say has literally zero replayability because it's so, you know, linear and like not that many options and things like that in comparison. So the qualities that can make something replayable are just not universal. Got him.
Witness tarnished. Why cover destined death?
Or maybe it's... There was like 7 different audio language settings. It's like 7 games worth of replayability. That's true. To kill what? To kill huh? To kill who? If Elden Ring had a boss rush mode, it would be so replayable. Is that even replaying if you're doing a new thing in it? Would that not sort of still be your first playthrough if you played through the whole game, then afterwards you did a boss rush? Like, does that even count as replayability? Are you replaying the boss rush 20 times after you've beaten it? Or are you doing the boss rush once, right? Like, it's all so wishy-washy up in the air, right? It is basically impossible to pin down a, like, a true, this is what makes something replayable. Like, there are definitely games that I would qualify as, like, very not replayable for a lot of people. Games where the entire purpose of it is the story. Once you know the story once is probably less interesting on a second playthrough. But almost any game that's fun just to play, I can totally see people playing a second time just because they want to. Gideoning. Missed the Malekith split? Oh, I did. And now I've missed the Gideon split too. Oops. I forgot that those are manual splits because I was yapping. To the storehouse. I'll split there for Gideon, actually. That's fine. That's a good split spot. Oh. Oh, that is a new thing from him. Maybe it's not brand new, but that is certainly not common. Everyone's got top hats. It works.
Good luck, Mitch.
Thank you for the good luck. Randomizers are also nice for playing a game again. Absolutely. Randomizers are very, like, to me, very replayable, because it actually does feel like a fresh experience every time. Magic grease anymore? I don't think we need to anymore either. Gonna be embarrassed if we need that later. Okay. High skill ceiling adds to replayability regardless of the game. I'd probably say that's generally true.
America, a curse upon thee.
Nice. Gold. Invent GA %. Speedrun from the start to beating phase 1 Mesmer. Time splits on GA. Yeah. Oh, and I need to equip. Oh, that. And I need to equip. I could have done this while walking through the door. That. Not a fan of that. Oh, and she's immediately starting with the stall move. Okay, this should kill her. Really bad luck on Ramina. I think I need to rest. I don't think we have enough heals left. Maybe we... I don't know. It'd be really tough from here. I think I'm gonna have to rest. Yep. 23 seconds lost. Plus we have to heal, so even more time lost. Oh, wait, I didn't... I should have done it there. I was thinking I could do it on the next one, but the next one's a weird one to do. I guess I'll do it on the next one anyway. Even though I'm gonna lose even more time now jumping over this railing. Okay. This is kind of a waste of a heal, but all I want to do is make it through these darn stairs, so I'm okay with wasting it. Oh, that's so unlucky. Oh, this is awful. Okay. At least we got lucky on the first part of the stairs. Ooh, okay, that works. I think we're fine. I am on mouse and keyboard, yes.
Good luck, Mitch.
Thank you for the good luck. Not bad. Who's your favorite Sekiro boss? Not named Genichiro. Maybe it is even him. It is not him. My favorite is Owl Father. Second favorite, Ishin the Sword Saint. And then third favorite's probably Genichiro. Oh, so much fun, yeah. Both Ishins are so good except for the fact that Shuri Ishin Phase 2 is a pushover. I would not call him a pushover. He's tough. Easy to nullify in like a speed run, but he's tough. Intro's fun for bullying, especially in speedruns. Yeah. Okay, will Leda be nice? Probably not. She never is, but who knows? Leda yapping. Going back to the purification ending this weekend, and the memory bosses haven't been too hard, but so many mini bosses just mess you up like Shirahagi and the Shichiman and Fountainhead. Yeah. If you've been getting used to certain things, anything you're not used to is gonna mess you up in comparison. Dry Leap Dane
will never allow this.
That's really unlucky. Oh, God. Okay. Get her, Natan. Nice.
Make the world.
There you go, Natan. Let's go, Natan.
Good luck, Mitch.
Thank you for the good luck. Lucky. The worst start.
Bless you.
Are you serious? We got the out of range? Are you serious? Well, rip PB. Oh, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. Yup. Darn. Nothing you can do about that. The ol'... He, jumps away and puts too much distance between you. So when you try to parry, it just fails.
Tree grow or knee grow?
Odds? feel like this was not in a good faith TTS. We wanted to see a world record. I don't know that we were on world record pace anyway. We were on big PB pace, but I don't know that we were on world record pace. It would have been close, I think, but I think we would have missed PB or missed world record even with a perfect one. Is there an advantage to keyboard and mouse over controller? No, it's just preference. I mean, there's technically like very tiny, you know, advantages, but there's also very tiny disadvantages, so in almost all cases, it just does not matter. Horrendous. I mean, it was horrendous regardless because it was a second try, but... Just imagine if this boss was Miss Noble, well then we wouldn't be able to finish, so you know. Yeah, that truly would be worse. Luck. Befits a crown. I still don't know when to split Godfrey, so I'm just gonna split it or skip it for now. A minute to kill Radagon Elden Beast. That is not gonna happen. Okay. Elden Beast is a one cycle thing now. Yup. Hooray! Sort of PB? Not, I mean, it's not a PB, but like sort of, you know, new route PB that we could theoretically save. If not a bad run, just a little unfortunate luck at the end. Yep, unfortunate on that Conrad. Honestly, aside from Conrad, that was all, like, not that bad at all. Like, I want to see, I wonder how much time we did lose on Conrad. Usually I counted death on Conrad as losing 3 minutes, but it does depend on where in the fight you die, so... Ramina also unlucky? Also true. That's true. Was Ramina a 40-second loss too? I thought I said 24-second loss. Is that what I said? It was something, yeah. So my gold for consort is a 242. And we took about 5 minutes and 30 seconds. So... we lost, yeah, almost 3 minutes to consort alone. So we would have been a sub 128. We would not have been record. We would not have been record, but we would have been a sub 128 if consort had gone decently. You said 23. Yeah, okay, 23. Yeah, there you go. So if it had not been for Conrad and Romina, we would have been getting very close to record, but probably still not. We probably needed 1 or 2 more things to go our way. Yeah, so it goes to show this. You can do an hour and a half run and lose it all at the very end to something kind of outside of your control at all, because when he scoots away from you, he's out of range to parry his you know, cross slash combo. So you have to run up into his range to cross slash or to get the parry and then parry. And sometimes the exact distance he goes and when he starts the cross slash, it just doesn't work. Sometimes you literally cannot parry it, which unfortunately happened to us. And that is one of the combos that will basically combo into itself, because you then don't have any stamina to roll after, because you have to sprint up to him to try to prevent the parry from whiffing. So it's just a guaranteed bye-bye, guaranteed loss. Try again next time. Shouldn't have named the file can't, because then it can't PB. Has he speedrun Sekiro, though? Have I? Perhaps. Perhaps. Perhaps you could look on my YouTube and see, perhaps. Oh, thanks for the congrats. Maybe the next file would. Ah, I see. So last one can't, but this one would. All right, we go again. Deserve better? Ah, it's fine. Deserving is a very, you know, loaded word. It would be nice if we could get better. Even blindfolded. Tried once, yeah. The screen is 2 hours long, where the video section costs $200. Well, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Ooh, nice. 4100. Great start. Crafted Scion always wins, but we don't give it the satisfaction.
Good luck, Mitch.
Oh, thank you for the good luck. Ooh, very good time here. Hopefully I don't miss this bow cancel when we're on this good of a time, because we could gold here. And somehow the bow cancel missed. Never mind, no gold.
Good night, Mitch. Good luck on the runs. Bye.
Bye. Yo, thank you for the good luck. Have a good night. Represent the right time to see the start of a run. You almost got to see the end of a run.
But I can also that you're not then wine. I am Carl.
A run that should have been a big PB, but we got scammed. Montwood Will already did. Speedrunners try twice. Try a whole lot more than twice. Ah, early on that one too. We've gone from our best start ever to, like, not a good start. Not the worst start, but not a good one. Yeah, I'm on Discord. Check it later, would appreciate it. Sure. I actually just before this run looked at my DMs and didn't see one, but it probably is a message request rather than a full message. Ah, I see it here. Message request. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll check that out after. Just sent it. All right.
They sir, but you, I can play turning to aid you. You need to the foot. Then summon me. Ah, I bequeath. It will some torrent. Treat him with.
Yup. Cheating. We are in fact cheating. Multiple ways now, because you're not allowed to pause on the main menu screen, but I did. So our run would be highly likely to get rejected right now. Do Tree Sentinel. That would not be particularly fast. We did Tree Sentinel in a previous route to get Golden Vow, but... You like that bow cancels are in the game? Is it similar to speed tech in Another Crab's Treasure? No, it's much more annoying and much less cool than the speed tech in Another Crab's Treasure. I don't hate the bow cancels, but I don't really like them either. They're in like a middle ground of like, it's something to do, which is nice, but it's not a great thing to do. It does not make me excited. Whereas the movement in Another Crab's Treasure made me very excited. You got a lot of speed. You got to fly. Like, if a bow cancel was like you landed on the ground and like your character like gained a bunch of speed forward and it was like a mini zip, I would probably find those very cool. But just you land and you get to start walking and you don't have like the, you know, hard splat on the ground. It's like, meh. I can take it or leave it.
To determine if you had, it seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering. Let my hand.
Let my hand. It's not psych enough. Exactly. I thought that was all speedrunning. That's why the radical left is so... What is it? So, something speedrunning. Petersonian? I forgot the quote! Why the radical left participates in speedrunning. Go fast rather than do it right. And, in a Petersonian sense. Petersonian? What the hell are you talking about, Shadow? You're a beta male, Sonic. Actually important video, must watch. Good. Good. Nice. Not something you thought you'd hear today? You gotta hear it every day.
This way, tarnished. May I have a word?
It's so good. Required viewing. If you're watching speedruns, you gotta know that video. Not only entertaining, but educational as well. Dr. Eggman announcement video. I think there are a lot of ones like that. Skip. Might I say, a Giga Chat. Alright, have a good one, Denial. Oh, that one. Okay. Now I know the one you mean.
I miss Acton Krull.
Miss ACT and Krill, yeah. They're fun. I'd like to go back one day, but I don't have any reason to play the only fun category in that game, which is any % restricted, but you're allowed to do the Firth invulnerability, because that's not a leaderboard category. Because unrestricted with uppies is kind of fun. Honestly, it's not bad, but it's more fun when you're restricted, so you have to do the launches. But then, if you're doing the launches, and then you have to fight Firth at the end, then it's just no longer fun. The fun, it ceases. You're like, I'm having so much fun. You get to Firth, and you're like, why am I here? Why did I play this game? What? And then you stop forever. Double Firth was fine to be like he was unfair with yeah, like double at least it went fast enough that it's like you're a lot less likely to get completely screwed over, but could still happen. Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Like a dev problem to you? It's just the rulings of the, like, it kind of, I mean, like, Firth is not the greatest boss ever, but he's honestly fine for a first playthrough. Like,